Did you know? Love is one of the most powerful feelings in the world. It can make people do amazing things. Some say love can change a person's heart, even the coldest heart. Today I will tell you a story that will fill your heart with warmth. But wait. There's a secret in this story that you will only understand if you listen to the end. Stay with me because something magical is about to happen. Once, in a small, quiet village, there was a boy named Ravi. Ravi was a kind boy but very shy. He loved to read books and sit by the river, watching the water flow. Every day, he dreamed about becoming a great writer. But there was one problem: Ravi was scared to talk to people. He always thought, what if they laugh at me? What if I say something wrong? So he stayed quiet. One day, a new family moved into the village. They had a daughter named Mira. Mira was different. She was full of life. She laughed loudly, talked to everyone, and was never afraid to say what she felt. Ravi saw Mira from afar and thought, she is like the sun. She shines so brightly, but he didn't talk to her. Days passed, and Ravi's heart started to feel something new. Whenever he saw Mira, he felt happy and nervous at the same time. What is this feeling, he wondered. He didn't know, but you might have already guessed it was love. One afternoon, Ravi was sitting by the river, reading his book. Suddenly, a voice called out, "What are you reading?" He looked up and saw Mira standing there, smiling. His heart started beating fast. He wanted to say something, but no words came out. "Can I sit with you?" Mira asked. Ravi nodded quickly, his eyes looking down at the book. "You're quiet," she said, "but I think you have a lot to say." Ravi's eyes widened. How did she know? He looked at her and saw that she was waiting, not judging. So for the first time he spoke, I like to read stories." "I love stories too." Mira's face lit up. "Tell me one," she said. Ravi's heart felt like it was flying. No one had ever asked him to tell a story. Slowly, he began to tell her one of the stories from his book. Mira listened with big, bright eyes. She smiled, laughed, and even gasped at the exciting parts. Ravi's confidence grew. By the time he finished, he felt like a different person. "You're amazing at telling stories," Ravi, Mira said. "You should tell more people." Those words stayed in Ravi's heart like a small, warm fire. He started to believe in himself. As the days passed, Ravi and Mira became best friends. They sat by the river every day, talking about everything. Mira shared her dreams of traveling the world, and Ravi shared his dream of becoming a writer. One day, "I will write a book and dedicate it to you," Ravi said with a smile. "But life isn't always easy, is it?" One day, Mira's father got a job in a big city far away. Her family had to move. When she told Ravi, he felt like his heart was breaking. "Will you forget me?" he asked softly. "Never," Mira said firmly. "You are my best friend, and best friends don't forget each other." She gave him a small notebook and said, "Write your stories here, and when I come back, I will read all of them." Tears filled Ravi's eyes. Mira left, but he nodded, and the village felt empty to Ravi. But something had changed inside him. He was no longer the shy boy who was afraid to speak. Every day, he wrote in the notebook. He filled it with stories about courage, love, and dreams. Sometimes he cried, missing Mira. But he kept writing. Years passed. Ravi grew taller, and his heart grew stronger. He sent his stories to magazines and publishers. Some of them were rejected, but one day, a letter arrived. Congratulations. We loved your story and want to publish it. Ravi's heart raced with joy. He ran to the river, shouting, "I did it, Mira. I did it even though she wasn't there." He felt as if she could hear him. One day, a car arrived in the village. Ravi was walking home when he heard a familiar voice. Ravi, it was Mira. She was back. His heart felt like it would burst. They ran to each other and hugged. "Did you write the stories?" she asked, her eyes shining. "Yes," Ravi said proudly. "And one of them got published." "I knew it," Mira laughed. They sat by the river, just like old times. But this time, Ravi wasn't afraid. He told her all his stories with confidence. They both laughed, cried, and dreamed together. This story teaches us that love can give us courage. It teaches us that the people we love believe in us, even when we don't believe in ourselves. It's important to have someone who sees the light inside us and helps us see it too. If you're still here, I'm so glad you stayed until the end. This story shows that with love, courage, and belief in yourself, you can achieve your dreams. And remember, just like Ravi, you have something special inside you too. You just need to believe in it. If you loved this story, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I work very hard to bring you these heartwarming and inspiring stories. Your support means everything to me. Now, here's a question for you to improve your English. Can you write one sentence using the word courage in the comments? I will read and reply to your comments. I'm so excited to see your beautiful sentences.